Baby, we all saw Blue Ivy stepping out for her Met Gala debut at 14, looking like pure royalty, right? I mean, so many people were hyped to see her finally make her entrance, but that excitement didn't last long because now fans are dragging Beyoncé and accusing her of exploiting her own daughter and bending multiple rules just to get her into the event. And did you notice how in every little interview, Beyoncé kept talking about Blue being ready? Ready for what exactly?
What's the inspiration for tonight?
Family.
Family.
Always family.
Family.
Who are you excited
Come back, guys.
It's right here. Can we get our eyes all right here?
Guys, Beyoncé is not the type to do camera moments at all. She usually avoids interviews. So the fact that she's suddenly speaking so much now has people asking what changed. And maybe y'all are right. Maybe she really is positioning Blue Ivy for something bigger, because the way she keeps talking about Blue being ready feels very intentional. And apparently, it's not just the internet thinking that something is going on, because sources are claiming even her own father, Matthew Knowles, thinks something is off. And I know that's ironic considering Matthew basically invented the stage dad blueprint back in the Destiny's Child days, but allegedly, even he believes Beyoncé has taken things way too far. Because this might not just be about a Met Gala debut, there could be other moves happening behind the scenes, and the Met was just the first big step. But let's break down why Blue's debut had the entire internet buzzing in the first place, because it wasn't just about her walking the carpet, it was about how it happened. For starters, people are stuck on the fact that they literally broke the age rule and still got Blue into the Met at just 14. Since 2018, the Met Gala has had a strict 18+ policy, and the official reason was that organizers said it's an adult-oriented fundraiser and not an appropriate event for anyone under 18. And honestly, that's not even a crazy rule when you think about it, because the environment is curated for adults. The entire venue is full of priceless and fragile art, and having teenagers running around, even famous ones, is a massive insurance nightmare. That rule was put in place because they realized the event is not conducive for kids, and there have even been celebrities publicly turned away in the past for being too young. But clearly, that didn't apply to the Carters. And then there's the money side, because if you're not on the guest list, you're expected to pay around $100,000 just to attend. But even then, it's not that simple, because at the Met, money doesn't automatically buy you a seat. Even if you have the cash, you still need Anna Wintour's approval. So Beyoncé didn't just open the checkbook, she allegedly used her industry leverage to rewrite the rulebook. Meaning not only was Blue just 14, but they also had to spend a massive amount of money just to make her appearance happen. And I know some of y'all are gonna argue there's a loophole, like teens can attend if they're accompanied by their parents. Basically the celebrity version of a PG-13 rating. Like if your parents are icons, then the kids get a pass. But rumor has it, a new parental accompaniment clause was quietly added this year, and people are literally calling it the Blue Ivy clause, because it feels like it was designed specifically to let the Carters debut their heir. And let's not forget, Beyoncé was a co-chair this year, and in the world of high fashion, that's basically like being the principal of the school. So maybe the rules didn't apply to her, or maybe she just didn't care. But then we have the outfit, and that's where the backlash got even louder. Some people said Blue looked age-appropriate, but others said she was not dressed like a 14-year-old at all. They said she was in a mature, off-the-shoulder Balenciaga gown with shades, looking like a mini CEO, and for some viewers, it was genuinely uncomfortable to watch. And they're saying this isn't even an isolated incident, because remember when Mufasa debuted? People criticized Blue's look back then too, calling her dress wildly inappropriate for a 12-year-old, and they accused Beyoncé and Jay-Z of over-sexualizing her by letting her wear a strapless gown and full makeup, basically dressing her like she was already an adult. And the main point fans are making is that just because Blue has the opportunity to dress up like a famous woman twice her age, doesn't mean she's actually ready to be treated as one in real life. And when a child starts getting attention and praise for looking grown up and sexy at such a young age, it can send the message that being pretty and being worthy equals looking desirable for other people. And that is exactly why people are saying this whole situation feels hella problematic. And to a lot of them, it's giving she's being pimped out. And what made it even worse is that while her poses looked polished and rehearsed, some fans noticed little signs of nervousness, like her fidgeting with her jacket, which reminded everyone that she's still just a kid standing in a very overwhelming adult-oriented environment.
Now, B, it's been 10 years.
10 years.
How does it feel being back?
It feels surreal because my daughter's here.
And Blue looks so beautiful.
She looks so beautiful. This is it's incredible to be able to share it with her. And I think she looks so incredible.
She looks so beautiful. I'm like, we could learn some red carpet tips from Blue.
Absolutely.
The way she's posing, I'm like,
she was ready.
She was ready.
Literally everybody was begging Blue to take off her glasses, and instead of removing them, she just adjusted them like she was standing on business. Beyoncé's publicist Yvette was even seen walking up to her, repeatedly motioning for her to take the shades off, and at one point she literally turned to Beyoncé like, "Tell her." Then stylist Ty Hunter got involved too, and even Jay-Z tried the same thing, but Blue was not budging. And what gets me is how Beyoncé was just standing there acting like she had no clue what everyone was saying. Like, girl, you know exactly what's happening. But honestly, maybe Blue was using those glasses as a shield. Maybe those dark shades were the only thing giving her a sense of privacy in a room full of flashing cameras and 50-year-old billionaires. Which brings us to the bigger question. Is Beyoncé forcing Blue into the spotlight? Is she being pimped out for brand longevity before she's even old enough to drive? Because some people genuinely believe Beyoncé is doing exactly that. And they're saying by bringing Blue and breaking the age rule, Beyoncé guaranteed that the Carters would be the only thing people talked about all night. It's the ultimate PR shield. Because if we're busy arguing about a 14-year-old being at the Met, then we're not paying attention to the fact that Beyoncé hasn't done a real interview in a decade. And like I said, allegedly, even Matthew Knowles thinks B is pimping out his granddaughter. And baby, I already know what you're about to say. Matthew Knowles, the same man who had Beyoncé working before she could even breathe properly, the one who was basically a tyrant because his entire management style was built on extreme discipline and a win-at-all-cost mentality, and that's why people are calling his alleged concern about Blue Ivy hypocritical. Like, this is the man who quit his high-paying corporate job at Xerox to manage Destiny's Child full-time, putting insane pressure on those girls because the family's financial future depended on them making it. And it wasn't even subtle. When Latavia Roberson was asked what kind of manager Matthew was, she said Matthew did not mince his words, and it can be tough to take that kind of criticism when you are a little girl. We would try not to let it break us, but Kelly was the sensitive one, and sometimes she would go to her room and cry. And then you've got Michelle Williams, who has openly said she struggled to feel like herself after leaving the group. In 2017, she revealed on The Talk that she battled depression, and when she told her manager at the time, the response was basically dismissive. She said, "When I disclosed it to our manager at the time, bless his heart, he was like, y'all just signed a multi-million-dollar deal, and you're about to go on tour. What do you have to be depressed about?" So I was like, oh, maybe I'm just tired. And let's not forget, Matthew had Destiny's Child touring with adult bands like Jagged Edge when they were only around 16 years old, the same age he's now allegedly implying is too young for the limelight. He's also admitted that he wasn't just trying to sell records, he was building a brand, which is exactly what he's now allegedly accusing Beyoncé of doing with Blue Ivy. So how is this the same man suddenly acting like he's concerned about exploitation? Well, based on what I've heard, the rumor is Matthew values the traditional grind. The allegation is that he feels Blue hasn't earned the Met steps yet. He built Destiny's Child like a boot camp, making them run miles while singing just to build stamina. And apparently he believes this shortcut to the top is a form of pimping out the family legacy for quick clout, instead of building a seasoned artist. Others are also saying maybe Matthew has seen the dark side of the industry firsthand, and he fears Blue is being pushed too fast. And while Tina Knowles is publicly praising Blue's poise and confidence, Matthew's alleged silence and private criticism suggest he thinks Beyoncé is creating a product that could burn out before she even hits 20, all just to keep the throne warm. Honestly, I don't know if this is just Matthew being Matthew, but I do have questions. Was Blue Ivy's Met debut a genuine coming-of-age moment, or was it a $100,000 corporate branding exercise designed to keep the Carter name on top? If even her own grandfather is allegedly worried she's being pimped out before she can even drive, should we be concerned about burnout? Is Beyoncé just a proud mother opening doors, or has she become the ultimate momager willing to break every rule in the book to stay relevant? And most importantly, is Blue choosing this life, or is she simply the crown jewel in a world where the rules don't apply? Honey, I need to know what you think. Sound off in the comments below.